This is my final submission to the Kinetic Rush challenge. It's based on a video game called Mirror's Edge, and specifically the third chapter called Heat. This wasn't always the plan. I worked on a Killing Joke-inspired Batman render for the first week. I modeled amusement park rides like a Ferris wheel, bumper cars, and a roller coaster. I kept everything lightweight and low poly, trying to get maximum quality output as efficiently as possible. I wanted to have a classic Joker gadget as the centerpiece, so I modeled and rigged this boxing glove on a scissor spring, shooting out of a gift box. I used Mixamo characters to create a Joker henchman crowd. I recolored the outfits and modeled some clown masks for some of the goons to wear. Then I used the geometry node scatter system to randomly pick and distribute the henchmen to the scene. I even created a Joker model to guest star in the project, the Batman model I had made previously. I took a lot of inspiration from the Arkham Asylum video game and prioritized speed and efficiency in the process. But back to Mirror's Edge. I wanted to showcase my favorite aspects of the game in this render.
God damn it, girl, I just spilled my Joe all over the keyboard.
So I combined the helicopter and red cranes from Heat, the SWAT officers you encounter throughout the game, and also the Pirandello Kruger pursuit cops that appear in the game's later stages. I used the Mixamo SWAT guy model as a base for the pursuit cops, removed the exoskeleton parts, and modeled the baseball mask and a badge. Then I combined the original texture with a blue-green overlay to match the models to the original design. The SWAT models I had made for an earlier project, and I made some minor changes to them and equipped them with a G36C and an M249, since those weapons appear in the game. I sourced these weapon models from CG Trader, the other one was free and the other one under $5. The Black Hawk helicopter I had also purchased previously from CG Trader. I created the base Faith model in Makehuman and made the clothing, hair and other details in Blender. I painted the eyeliner texture and used mix color node set to multiply to mix it with the skin texture. I did the same to the arm tattoo using a black and white image with an appropriate pattern. I modeled some simple shoes and painted the texture to mimic the original shoe design. I also used this police vest image to drive a displacement map to add extra detail like pockets and seams. I used Mixamo's auto rigger and 3 animations that I blended together in, Blender. My main focus from the start was to match the original game's look as closely as possible. I looked at a lot of reference images to understand the fundamentals of the visual style. Blue sky, bright colors and white concrete that glows in the intense sunshine. I modeled a lot of assets to populate the rooftop scene. I tried to be as faithful as possible to the original designs of solar panels, AC units, pipes, walkways and scaffolding. I even modeled the Shard, the tallest building in the game and the location of the final level. I ended up discarding it though, since I couldn't get it to fit the overall shot composition well enough. I used these assets to populate the scene and create depth to the render. I used constraints on the miniguns and their mounts to aim the turrets at Faith during the animation. I used an empty as the target and parented a particle emitter to it. That emitter would shoot out concrete chunks and dust, creating a bullet hit effect. I used a custom weapon effects system to automate the weapon VFX and save time in compositing. The system includes full auto muzzle flashes, sparks, tracers, smoke and ejecting shell casings. I just had to append the system to the scene and parent each instance to their respective weapon. And then it was time to render. I rendered multiple versions with minor tweaks each time. I composited and graded each version in DaVinci Resolve, trying to find a balance between the clean render and a cinematic color grade. Sometimes I went too far with the grade, sometimes not far enough. I went back to make sure my animation fits the template run cycle at the beginning and the end, so disqualification would be less likely. Then it was time for the final render, and I was done. I'm overall very happy with the final result, but there might be people that prefer my other project with Batman. And even though you might say that I wasted my time and effort making 2 projects and possibly chose the wrong one to submit, I'm looking at this as a learning opportunity and a way to get reps in. And I only spent about a week on each render, so it's not like I wasted that much time. Anyway, good luck on the challenge, and thanks for watching.